In the heart of Punjab, along the winding banks of the Chenab River, lies a city whose name might not echo as loudly across the globe as Paris or Rome, but whose legacy is carved in steel, sharpened in fire, and polished by centuries of craftsmanship. This is Wazirabad, the legendary city of cutlery, a historic gem that has been shaping blades, tools, and stories for generations. Imagine stepping into a place where every alley whispers, with the sound of hammers striking iron, where the shimmer of steel reflects not just craftsmanship, but culture, resilience, and tradition. As you watch this documentary of Wazirabad, captured in breathtaking 4K detail, you will journey through streets that blend the scent of spice with the metallic echo of workshops, where artisans still hold on to the secrets of their forefathers. But before we plunge into the details of this extraordinary city, let me pose a question. What makes a place unforgettable? Is it the monuments carved in stone, or the people who forge their destiny with their hands? Wazirabad answers this in its own unique way. Not through skyscrapers or glittering malls, but through steel that tells stories of heritage, history, and pride. Nestled in Pakistan's Punjab province, Wazirabad is more than just a stop between larger cities. For centuries, this city has been celebrated as the City of Cutlery, producing blades, knives, and fine metalwork that travel far beyond its borders. Its reputation for steel craftsmanship is legendary, a tradition so deeply rooted that it has become the city's identity. The rhythmic sound of steel being honed has been the heartbeat of this place for generations. Imagine walking through its historic bazaars, where stalls overflow with knives of every shape and size, kitchen cutlery gleaming under the sunlight, ornate daggers engraved with intricate designs, hunting blades crafted with unmatched precision. The artistry here is not just about function, it is about pride. Each blade reflects hours of sweat, skill, and silent devotion. In a world dominated by mass production, Wazirabad's workshops preserve something rare: the touch of the human hand, the signature of the artisan, the slow and careful mastery of steel. But Wazirabad is not just about cutlery. It is a city wrapped in history. From the Mughal Empire to the British Raj, this land has witnessed the tides of power, trade, and culture. Each era left its mark, woven into the fabric of its architecture, its traditions, and its people. The Grand Trunk Road, one of Asia's oldest trade routes, runs through Wazirabad, linking it to countless civilizations, merchants, and travelers. Imagine the caravans that once passed here, their wagons filled with spices, silks, and steel forged in the city itself. Now imagine standing at the edge of one of Wazirabad's oldest workshops. The air is thick with the scent of burning coal. Sparks fly as metal meets fire, and an artisan bends patiently over his work. His hands are rough, his eyes focused, his movements deliberate. He is not just shaping steel, he is shaping history. Each strike of his hammer is a continuation of a story that began generations ago. And as you watch him work, you realize something powerful. This city does not just produce cutlery, it produces legacy. The living heritage. As the story of Wazirabad unfolds, the city begins to reveal its layers, much like a blade being sharpened from rough steel into a masterpiece of precision. Walking through its bustling streets, you feel the pulse of history that runs through the air. Every shopfront, every echo of hammer against anvil adds to a sensory experience that feels almost timeless. The bazaars of Wazirabad are unlike anything you have seen before. Imagine narrow lanes lined with shops where gleaming steel dazzles under lantern light, where vendors proudly display not just products but a heritage. The city is a marketplace of dreams, where buyers from across the world come seeking not just utility, but authenticity. In Wazirabad, steel is more than metal. It is memory, identity, and pride. But the City of Cutlery is not only about steel. It is about stories hidden behind each crafted object. Think of a simple kitchen knife, here in the hands of a Wazirabad artisan. It is the product of knowledge passed down through generations. The knife you hold might carry techniques taught by a grandfather to a father, from father to son over centuries. That simple tool suddenly feels profound, carrying not just sharpness, but a legacy embedded in its very edge. To truly understand Wazirabad, you must also look at its monuments. Among the most striking is the Alexandra Bridge, built in the 19th century by the British during the Raj. Stretching across the Chenab River, this iron and steel marvel is a symbol of the city's historical connection to craftsmanship and industry. The bridge is more than just a link between two banks. It is a metaphor for Wazirabad itself, standing at the crossroads of past and present. And then there are the mosques like the Jamia Masjid, whose domes rise gracefully into the sky. The echoes of devotion blend with the sounds of trade, weaving faith into the rhythm of daily life. This spiritual anchor is part of what makes Wazirabad unique, a city where faith, craft, and commerce live side by side. Wazirabad's location has always made it a strategic hub. Sitting along the ancient Grand Trunk Road, the city was part of the artery that connected civilizations, empires, and markets. Travelers brought with them not only goods, but stories, cultures, and influences that blended into the fabric of the city. The city's cutlery did not just stay within Pakistan, it traveled, becoming part of kitchens and battlefields, dining halls and collectors' displays across the globe. But what makes this city's cutlery so renowned? The answer lies in a perfect fusion of raw material, human skill, and cultural dedication. The artisans of Wazirabad are not mere workers, they are artists. Every strike of the hammer, every precise cut carries with it generations of accumulated wisdom. They know when the steel is ready by the sound it makes, by the color it glows. It is an art that no machine can replicate because it is guided by intuition, patience, and love for the craft. Walking deeper into the city, you encounter workshops where sparks still dance in the air, where blacksmiths carry forward this timeless tradition. One artisan tells you with pride shining in his eyes that his knives are used not only in local homes, but in restaurants across Europe, Asia, and the Middle East. Another shows you a dagger with intricate engravings, a piece so delicate it seems impossible that human hands could craft it. Yet Wazirabad is more than its industry. The city is known not only for its steel, but also for its food. From sizzling kebabs to sweet delicacies, to eat here is to experience hospitality at its finest, where strangers quickly become friends, and every meal is a story in itself. As you explore further, you notice how the city balances the old and the new. Traditional workshops stand beside modern shops, ancient mosques beside bustling traffic. The younger population of Wazirabad are finding innovative ways to preserve their heritage while stepping into the future. Online businesses, exports, and creative branding are helping bring Wazirabad's cutlery to an even wider audience. What gives Wazirabad its resilience? How has this city, through centuries of change, managed to remain a symbol of craftsmanship and heritage? Perhaps the answer lies not just in steel, but in spirit. Wazirabad is more than a city of artisans. It is a city of survivors, innovators, and dreamers. The eternal legacy, the journey through Wazirabad reaches its most profound layers. The city begins to speak not only through its sights and sounds, but through the essence of what it represents. When you stand in the heart of this city of cutlery, you realize that Wazirabad is more than a geographic location. It is an idea, a living testament to human ingenuity and perseverance. What does it truly mean to be the city of cutlery? Beyond the blades and markets, Wazirabad represents the survival of heritage in its purest form. Every piece of steel forged here carries with it not only utility but artistry. Think for a moment about the sheer reach of this city's work. Knives made here might end up in kitchens in London, restaurants in Dubai, or homes in New York. They travel silently, becoming part of meals, memories, and moments around the world. The legacy of Wazirabad is also carved into its architecture. Walk through its streets, and you will find crumbling walls that once sheltered traders, bustling mosques that still echo with prayer, and bridges that have borne witness to generations crossing from past to future. The old bazaars whisper tales of merchants long gone, their stalls now filled with new hands carrying forward the same ambitions. Yet Wazirabad is not a city frozen in time. It evolves, breathes, and adapts. Young entrepreneurs are now taking the heritage of cutlery making to digital platforms. ensuring that Wazirabad's legacy reaches every corner of the globe. The city proves that tradition and modernity do not have to clash. Instead, they can complement one another, sharpening each other like the blades it is famous for. But to truly feel Wazirabad, you must connect with its people. The artisans, the shopkeepers, the children playing by the Chenab River, all carry a warmth and resilience that is as much a part of the city's identity as its steel. They welcome visitors not as strangers, but as guests, eager to share the pride they hold for their home. If this journey through the historic Wazirabad in stunning 4K has inspired you, I invite you to support this channel. A simple like helps us reach more people and keep stories like this alive. Subscribe so you never miss the next journey into the hidden treasures of our world. Share this video with friends and family. Let them too discover the beauty and pride of the City of Cutlery. Leave a comment below. What part of Wazirabad fascinated you the most? Was it the artistry of its steel, the rhythm of its markets, or the resilience of its people? Together, let's keep discovering, learning, and celebrating the incredible tapestry of our world.